Any second now we'll be starting, guys. Any second we will be. We are on, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, guys, there's a critical alert now to the United Kingdom. There are so many data points pointing to the same direction, I guess. Lots of things happening in the UK, guys. Look, I'm going to talk about today, and I kind of don't mean to do these videos and then something happens. Yesterday we talked about, last night we talked about critical an active smoother, the active smoother. If you guys have not watched that video yet, please go and watch that video. It uploaded on YouTube last night. Listen, guys, the situation in the United Kingdom, I feel, is rife for a critical alert, guys. Okay, I've got to be careful while I'm on TikTok. There's people talking all over X at the moment, and they're talking about this news that the government is planning. The government in the United Kingdom are planning for a mass casualty event. Now, I'm just going to get this up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to get this up, and I'm going to read from the. I'm going to read what this actually says. Rachel, Samantha, so much for your subscription. Thank you so much. Listen, guys, to the subscribers. So for you guys who've subscribed on TikTok, I think we're there. I do, guys. I think we are there. I'm going to do a subscribers only live stream tomorrow, and I'm going to present what I've done for you. Remember, guys, okay, when I present this to you tomorrow, this is just the first step, all right? We can build on it together and we can move forward. But thank you to all you subscribers, guys. You really do help the channel grow. And tomorrow, I'm going to give something back, guys. I'm going to give something back, and I hope you enjoy it. So let me just. You guys who've been following me for a while, right? I hit the money pretty much. I do hit the money quite a lot, guys. All right. When I say things are going to happen, when I say things are going to happen, guys, they usually do. Now, and the reason I say that, it's not because I've got some sort of like, sixth sense. All this information, guys, is readily available to everybody. So, for example, if people say, Sean, why do you think there's going to be boots on the ground in Ukraine? Well, I know that the government last 2021, 2022 were procuring, I think, 20,000 sets of cold weather gear. That's a lot of sets to procure, guys. Also consider that the military already have cold weather capability. So what do we think those 20,000 sets of cold weather equipment were for? Do you think we're going to we're going into the Arctic? No, of course not. We know what they're for. So all this information is readily available, guys. Okay, and you guys have heard me say it before. Don't listen to what people are saying. Look where they are putting their money. Right now, guys, there is a. Well, I'm just going to read it, guys. I'm just going to read it. There was a tender. I'm just going to read this, guys. Okay. I'm going to miss out keywords. So mass casualty resilience capability. So this is what the government are paying for now. Following on from market engagement notice in late 2024 and now a competitive process ending on the 28th of March 2025, the Home Office now publishes the contract award notice for mass casualty capability resilience storage framework. So this is the government planning to deal with mass casualties. And by casualties, ladies and gentlemen, I mean the type of casualties that don't need any further medical assistance, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's just consider that for a moment, guys. We already have storage for, the casualties that don't need any further medical assistance. We already have storage for that, guys, okay? We already have that. So the government are planning for mass body storage. What are they expecting, guys? What are they expecting? Like I keep saying, ladies and gentlemen, don't look at what they're saying because most of them don't know. Look at where the money is going. Look at what that money is being spent on, guys, okay? So we've got lot 3 now. So mass casualty resilience capability, lot 3. Following on from the market engagement, the Home Office is now publishes a contract for mass casualty resilience storage framework in the event of a major incident resulting in a large number of casualties that do not require that do not require any further medical assistance. Guys, listen, if you add this all up, let's add this all up now. Let's add the threats to schools. Let's add the, let's add the threats to schools. Let's add the mass protests now. And we spoke about this. Well, I spoke about this certainly yesterday. I spoke about this yesterday, guys. Okay. So yesterday we were speaking about the likelihood of, so right now, guys, these hotels, okay, these hotels are vulnerable spots. If you're in one of these hotels, then everybody knows where those hotels are. People are off school, people are off work. It's easy to get to those hotels. Do you know what else is easy to get to, guys? Do you know what else is easy to get to when they reopen? Schools. Schools are easy to get to, ladies and gentlemen. Let's add all this together, and the outcome does not look good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let me jump over and get some of your comments. Honestly, guys, there's so much happening right now. I genuinely think I'm going to have to do 3 live streams today. I think I'm going to have to do 3 live streams. Riza Balok, my friend, if you want to jump on my live and co-host, you need to send me a message beforehand. Right, Riza Balok's gone. Give me a second, guys. Right, okay, so good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, everybody that's joining. Listen, guys, if you've not done so already, can you please hit those buttons, the follow, the like, the subscribe, bell notification. Listen, guys, if you've not subscribed on TikTok, it's totally up to you whether you want to subscribe, but I'm doing a subscribers only live stream tomorrow, and I'm going to give something away. Hopefully I'm going to give something away. If it's ready, I think it's going to be ready. I'm more than 80% sure I'm going to be able to meet that deadline. There was a point when I didn't think I'd be able to meet the deadline, but I think I'm going to hit it. Jomase Po is saying hello, Sean. Hello to you. Tina Elliott saying hello, Sean. Priv Caro is saying good morning. How are you? I'm a little bit shocked, Priv Caro. Honestly, I'm a little bit shocked with this government tender. I really am. Pink Lady 79 is saying morning. Google is saying morning. Google is saying thoughts on the US and Venezuela. Yeah, so the US allegedly are sending a ton of Marines and ships down to the off the coast of Venezuela. Guys, look, it's 2025. You know, I don't count anything out at the moment. You know, there's some bonkers stuff happening. We have got the final assault. Well, I guess maybe it's the final assault. I don't know. But we've got a new assault going into, you know, the Israelis are pushing now into Gaza City. We've got the situation in Ukraine going from, I guess, bad to worse. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Something's come through on the group chat. Okay. Google it is saying 100% a Black Swan event on its way. So a Black Swan event, guys, is an event that nobody thought would come but did. And then when people look back, it was kind of obvious. Four Paws are saying good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Four Paws. Lisu is saying morning, Sean. Rachel Samantha is saying, Sean, did you see what I sent on your last post this morning? Credible info, that Pakistan group in Drury. I didn't, Rachel. I've not seen any of the comments on my videos that I did this morning. But Rachel, if you could give me more context on that, I will certainly share that. Look, guys, when we're talking real quick, has anybody noticed something? Listen, and has anyone noticed something about these hotels? Has anybody noticed there's been no pushback? Have you noticed that? There's been no pushback from these hotels. There's been no, there's been no counter protests by people in those hotels. That yes, of course, there's been the stand up to racism protests and stuff. But what I'm talking about here, guys, I mean, at scale. You guys know what I'm talking about, okay? These people, chanting things. T, thank you so much for becoming a subscriber again, 2-month subscriber. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to do a subscribers. I'm doing a subscribers only live stream tomorrow. Listen, guys, I'll be quite clear. There was a point where I was absolutely pulling my hair out. I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but I've managed to do it. I've done it. I'm 80% confident that tomorrow I'll be doing a subscribers only live stream, and I'm going to be giving you something. And I will be able to confirm that later on today. But thank you to all you subscribers, guys. And if you're not a subscriber, don't worry, because in a couple of weeks, we're going to give that out to everyone as a whole. But the subscribers are getting it first. Hang on. Right, Silence is saying, morning, Sean. Have a good stream. Thank you, Silence, and I hope you have a good morning as well. Rachel Samantha is saying, planning mass attacks in the UK. Just waiting for the order. Look, guys, I do believe this is a credible. I do believe there's credibility in this now. I do, guys. There's a lot of data points pointing towards this. There's a lot of data points, guys. You know. Look, guys, we've got girls that go to school. I'm as worried as you guys. I really am as worried as you guys. If you've not seen if you guys have not seen my last stream, I uploaded that onto YouTube, guys. We're talking about in that stream, I talk about how to react, what to do if you find yourself in a situation where there's an active smoother. Please go and watch that, guys. You know, it's about an hour long, and we talk about run, hide, fight. D. Marie Gen X is saying good morning. Jody Lee saying good morning. Tina Elliott is saying, I'm considering not sending mine back in. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I don't know, but I'm certainly thinking that first week back, guys, is going to be critical. That first week back is going to be critical. Because you can imagine now, people at in these hotels, look, guys, this is my own opinion. I don't know if this is happening or not. But you would say, you know, the cells, you know those like cells that go to sleep. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Do you think they're going to come out when people are en masse and when there's like the masses of people on the streets? Do you think they're going to come out and try something? No, absolutely not. They're going to be sleeper cells. What they're going to do, they're going to wait for the kids to go back to school. I don't know, guys. I don't want to get the live stream banned. I'm just speculating. Potentially, guys, listen, I need to waffle for a little bit and then I'll come back to it so the algorithm doesn't get me. Let's just say, are people going to do things when the kids are off school, or are they going to wait till the kids are at school and they're all in that vulnerable location? I don't know, guys. I do see this as a credible threat. I really do, guys. I hope, honestly, guys, I hope I'm wrong. I promise you, guys, I hope I'm wrong. I hope all those trolls that are trolling me every time, like, you know, oh, Sean, you said that it would happen on Wednesday. It happened on Thursday. Oh, Sean, you said it would happen. I hope all those trolls say, oh, Sean, the Summer of Carnage never. I hope I'm right. I hope you guys are right. I genuinely do, guys. I do. I hope. I don't want to be right. Tina is saying good morning. Sean McKay is saying maybe. Sean McKay, sorry, is saying maybe this is all designed by the elite, cause mass chaos, able to bring in crazy laws. I don't know, guys, but I do see this now as a credible threat. I do. I really do see this as a credible threat. Google it is saying the government are issuing an urgent appeal for 5,000 homes for 20,000 migrants. Oh, who would have thought that here, guys? Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that closing the hotels is making the, who would have thought that closing hotels would put these people in private rented homes? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I can guarantee you without any hesitation in myself, I can guarantee that the government will find 5,000 homes. Of course, international investors. People who are not from the United Kingdom, people who are maybe from, I don't know, other countries who own houses in the UK. Yes, of course, they're going to want the big bucks. Yes, of course, they're going to want to rent them out to Serco. Yes, of course, they're going to want to have that 5-year contract money up front. Of course, they're going to want that. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The potential for these hotels to be closed down, and these people are coming into a house near you. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. And I don't like earlier on, I spoke about earlier on I did a video, and I don't know if I did that video actually. Did I do that video? I was going to do that. I don't know if I did. I do a video earlier on and speak about how the government how the education system is failing white working class children. Did I do that video? I don't know if I did that video. I was going to do that video. Maybe I missed it. But also at schools now, guys, there's reports out on mainstream media. Let's just put all these data points, guys. Let's just connect all these data points and see what they mean. Schools are now issuing warning to children and parents or both, not to, like, just say this to yourselves, guys. If you're on the live stream right now, guys, just please contextualize this. Your kids are coming home from school and you get a letter from the teacher or something and it says, tell your kids not to go near the migrants that wait outside the school gates. Like, what? Say that to yourselves, guys. Say that, make that make sense. Surely the police are there to move them on. Surely but listen, in today's world, you can imagine in today's world, if one of the dads goes and says, yeah, mate, we don't want you around the school gates, that dad's going to get arrested for racism and he's going to do 2 to 3 years in jail. That's the reality, guys. That is literally the reality of it, my perception of it. Anyway, that's my perception of reality. And nobody can argue with my perception of reality. Robert Google is saying Robert Jenrick raises. Guys, listen, I'm not gonna have time this morning to get through everything. I'm really not. I'm gonna have to do 3 live streams today, guys. I really am. I'm gonna have to do 3 live streams. Google is saying Robert Jenrick raises union flag in defiance of British hating councils. Like, who thinks it? Like, have you seen that guy? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, what do we think about raising of the flag? I personally think it's fantastic. You guys know when you guys know when can you guys remember when I said, this is not how it starts? Remember how I said it? I said, look, guys, it's going to start and there's going to be something. It's going to be an act. It might be a song. It could be a speech, and it's going to unite people. It's going to bring people together. You guys can remember when I said that, right? I believe this could be it, guys. I believe this could be it. This raising of the flags, doesn't it unite everyone? Doesn't it bring people together? Doesn't it show unity? Doesn't it show, those people who think they're alone, who think they're scared, who are scared, who they think the government's forgotten about them? You know what raising the flag does? It lets those people know that they are not alone. It's kind of like other people saying to other people, I got you, bro. I got you. Four Paws is saying, tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen. It's free. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, bell notification. I don't even think I've said this morning. Like I said, guys, we're going to have to do 3 live streams today. We are triple streaming this morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are on TikTok, we are on X, and we are on YouTube. I will do the first part of this video on TikTok, X, and YouTube. I'll then close the TikTok down. In fact, guys, I don't even know. I think I'm going to have to do 3 live streams today. I'm just conscious of the time and what I've got to get through. So we'll close this down on TikTok because the algorithm is a swizzler, guys, on TikTok. The algorithm is a swizzler. And then we will be just be streaming on YouTube and X. Google it is saying Seaside Council considers legal action to return migrant hotels to tourists. Wouldn't it be funny, guys? Wouldn't it be funny, right? Wouldn't it be funny if there was a legal framework now whereby, these hotels, if it's proven that it is illegal to house migrants in there because they didn't have planning permission, wouldn't it be interesting if those migrant hotels who'd claimed all that money had to pay it all back? Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny? I mean, listen, guys, I know I'd be laughing heartily. Mass production for Ukraine's new Flamingo missile by the end of the year. What is that? Let me have to Google this. I'm surprised I don't know what the Flamingo missile is. Google it. Flamingo missile. Oh, so it's like an air launched. Okay, so it's like okay, so it's okay, so the Flamingo missile is kind of like a competitor to Storm Shadow, but it looks smaller. Okay. All right, let me get this back up. Hang on, guys. There's a bird on the roof. Give me a second. Sorry, I get the birds land on the roof and I can hear them pecking. So it just does my head in, guys. Right. Ironically, as we're talking about the Flamingo missile as well. So the Flamingo missile is it's an air launch system, a competitor to Storm Shadow, Scalp, and what's the other one? Is it Taurus, the German one? Poland scrambles jets as Putin's forces bombard Ukraine with massive drone attack. Yeah, look, guys, I did a video. Remember, guys, the Israelis are starting the assault into Gaza today. That is like, you know, they've started their assault onto, I think, northern Gaza. The Russian-Ukraine conflict, like, if you want to look at capacity, guys, the Russia-Ukraine conflict it's worse than it's ever been right now. We've also got US troops on their way off the coast of Venezuela. I don't know, guys. You tell me. Does the world look more peaceful? And then we've got Donald Trump trying to gaslight. Listen, guys, I need to caveat. I love Donald Trump. I think he's awesome. But he does keep saying he's stopping wars. And you're like, hang on a minute, Donald. Like, what wars have you stopped? I love you, Donald. I would love to go for like a steak with you. But, like, you know, I have to be quite clear. I don't know what wars you've stopped. Laurie C is saying good morning. Good morning to you, Laurie C. Oh, a girl 14 is being arrested after a fire at Walton Hall in Liverpool. April Lee is saying morning all. People are laughing. I don't know what's up. Google is saying definitely something will happen tomorrow. Yeah, so let me pin this. If we look about our law, well, not our law, the Ravens rule of Fridays. Normally when all the world leaders meet, so when you get all these world leaders in a room, like we did on, what was it, Monday? Was it Monday or Sunday? I think it was Monday. So like we did on Monday. You had the United States, you had the UK, you had all the European countries. You know, they were all in the Oval Office. They were Zelensky. They were all in that office having their meeting, having little sandwiches, cups of tea, you know, and all the rest of it. Normally, the Friday after that meeting, you get a big development. You get something big happen in the context of military. Now, the reason this happens is because it's not the people, it's not the world leaders, it's the entourages. So behind the scenes, you're going to have all those guys like, I don't know, the British, French, American, Ukrainian, military attaché, special forces attaché, Air Force liaison, European liaison. You're going to have all those people in the same room, and they're going to be talking about the next steps. Then once they've done that, they need to then get back to their blokes. They need to then brief their guys. And normally the things happen on a Friday because you can make a ton of money, guys. You can make a ton of money. And the analysis I give you guys is imagine if you had to imagine if you were doing a massive airstrike somewhere. Let's just total hypothetical now, guys. Imagine if you were doing an airstrike somewhere in the Middle East, all right? And you were like, right, okay, we need to do an airstrike in the Middle East. And somebody says to you, Sean, and I'm like, yes. He's like, just a quick one, mate. You know, if one of those bombs were to take out that pipeline, yes, we would make a ton of money. And I'm like, I'm listening. He's like, well, if we took out that pipeline, everybody else would have to use the other pipeline. And if we own that pipeline, we're going to make a ton of money. And I'm like, okay, so what you're saying is if I accidentally drop one of my bombs somewhere around this pipeline or this gas station, we can make, yes. When should I do it? if you do it Friday, we will make even more money because we can bet on the stock market going down and everybody thinks it's going to go up. So what you're saying is by the time it opens on Monday, it's readjusted. We're going to be like quids in. Yes. I like what you're saying. What do you think they're going to do, guys? Literally, what do you think they're going to do? They're sending me up anyway. Like, why wouldn't, like, in that scenario, why wouldn't you make a ton of money, guys? Why wouldn't you make a ton of money? You would, of course you would. Sarah May Gen X is saying good morning. Angela, listen, guys, what do we think? What do we think? Do we think Sadiq Khan's going to be the next British Prime Minister? I personally think there's a strong chance of that happening. What do we think, guys? Would we all like having, would we all like having Keir Starmer as the new British Prime Minister? What do we think, guys? What do we think? Do we think he'd be a force for good? Do we think he'd be better than Keir Starmer? Do we think he'd bring us all into broad sunlit uplands? Or do we think we'd cancel Christmas and just celebrate like, other festivals? Any festival, we're going to celebrate any festival as long as it's not British. We're going to put millions into celebration of any other festival as long as it's not a British one. I don't know. What do we think, guys? Do we want Sakia? Do we want Sadiq Khan as our new Prime Minister? Coral Reefing is saying there's a video circulating filmed in Doncaster, Aldwick Park. It's not. Hang on, I think I've missed something. Right, Coral Reefing, what video are you talking about? Coral Reefing is saying there's Coral Reefing is saying there's a circulating filmed in there's a video circulating. If I'm just going to pin this, Coral Reefing, can you give more context onto that? Oh, hang on a minute. We've got Stephen here. Hang on. Oh, right, Stephen on YouTube is saying Donald Trump is just a BSer. He has not talent. Okay, so Stephen, I'm assuming English is not your first language. He has not talent and is always wrong on every single thing. MAGA, and he's saying MAGA equals moronic, something, gullible, assimilated. Stephen, I don't know what that means, but I think you need to apologize real quick. Stephen, all right? Or at least, articulate yourself so you don't just look like a grumpy old 14-year-old who's angry because he can't get a girlfriend. I don't know. Please just apologize, Stephen, and we'll apologize, Stephen, and we'll have and that will be the end of it. But listen, guys, I'm waiting for the Coral Reefing. Are you still on? Can you give context for Coral Reefing, what we're talking about here? Because Coral Reefing on TikTok has just put a comment on saying there's a video circulating in Doncaster and he can't find it. I don't know what the video is circulating of. So Coral Reefing is saying that there's a video circulating, going around in Doncaster, that there are kids being moved out of a park, but Muslim men are allowed to pray in groups around a fire. What do we think they're praying for, guys? What do we think they're praying for? What do we think they're praying for? Do you think it's like a battle prayers? Do you think these are like battle prayers and they're getting ready for something? Okay, Stephen on YouTube is trying to call me out. Stephen, do you want to come on my live? I'll let you come on the live stream, mate. I'll let you come on the live stream now and I'll talk to you face to face. You don't think as quick as me. You don't run as quick as me. You're not as good looking as me. I mean, Stephen, can you do that? You probably can't, Stephen. You probably can't do that with your little pin guns. Look, Stephen, I don't mean to make fun out of you, but look, if you want to come on the live stream, show your face, debate with me real time, I'm more than happy with that. But the fact is, you're putting comments up, it's taking you too long to respond to the comments, so it's probably your mum or your dad that's telling you how to comment. Let me know what you think, mate. Come on my live stream, debate in real time, and we'll see who, as you put it, you will see who is not that bright at all, mate. Okay? That's the last comment I'm coming on you, Stephen. If you put something rude again, you're getting blocked, you're getting deleted. If you want to come on the channel and debate me in real time, Stephen, let's go. Let's draw this smoky gun wagon. I'll take you to the candy shop. I'll have you spending all you got. I'll keep going till I hit the spot. Right, guys. If Stephen gives me another one, right, Stephen. Right, Stephen. It's not Stephen. It's not the Stephen show. You're going, mate. I'm not going to delete you because you've not. I'm not going to delete you, Stephen. I'm not going to block you. I'm just going to put you in a timeout. I'm just going to put you in a timeout for the rest of this live. Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, let's get back on track because Stephen and his little guns. Thinking he can bench press. Anyway, whatever. Let's not talk about that. Right, okay, so Coral Reefing is talking about a video that's going around. It's about, it's filmed in a park in Doncaster, apparently. It was showing, as Coral Reefing is saying, it was showing kids being moved on from a park so Muslim men could pray around a fire. What do we feel about that, guys? Do we think we're going to have more or less of that? Do we think there's going to be more or less of that if Sadiq Khan becomes prime minister? Googly's saying, Sean, scroll up a bit. Scroll up a bit on what? On TikTok or on YouTube? Right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm definitely going to have to do 3 live streams today, okay? I've not got anywhere near what I wanted to get done. Listen, guys, the crux of the day, the news of the day for me, guys, all right? I believe there's a critical alert if you live in the United Kingdom, guys, okay? Actual threat analysis now. Lots of data points talking to this, guys. Lots of data points are coming to this, okay? So the government have put out a tender to deal with mass casualties. And when I say mass casualties, I mean the mass casualties that I can't say the word on TikTok, mass casualties that don't need any further medical assistance, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to read this, guys. I'm reading this. This is a government tender, mass casualty resilience capability. That's what they want, okay? The government want to have the capability to deal with mass casualties. Following on for the market engagement, blah, 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 blah. So this is what the government are planning for, guys, okay? This is what the government are planning for and spending their money on. Mass casualty capability resilience storage framework. In the event, here it is, guys, here it is. Sit down and get your bones chilled. In the event of a major incident resulting in a large number of casualties, you know, the casualties that don't need medical assistance, which would overwhelm our existing body storage capability. What are they expecting in the UK, guys? What are they expecting in the UK? Look, guys, like I said at the beginning of the stream, all right? Don't look what ministers are saying because most of them don't know what they're saying anyway. Look where the money's being spent. And I always say these things, guys. I always say, like, don't look at what all the information's readily available out there, guys, all right? All the information is out there. You just need to know where to look. So when we started these channels, you know, we was doing, we were focusing on military because I'm from the military. I know tanks, bombs, guns, trains, planes, automobiles. You know, I know tactics. I know counter tactics. I know all that sort of stuff. So I know, and I used to sit there and I used to just laugh because I could see all the information in front of me, and everybody can see it. Like everybody with my experience can see this information in front of them. They go, oh yeah, they're moving that there, right? Okay, that means that's coming. Oh, so you're moving. Okay, so you're moving stealth bombers to. Okay, right. You're probably going to do an airstrike somewhere, right? Okay, so you can see all this stuff, guys. Okay. So I'm giving you guys this, and I'm telling you that all this information is readily available. Okay, so look where the governments are spending their money. All right. Also, the threats to schools. I do think it's credible, guys. I do think it's credible because you've got to put yourself in these positions of these. You know the cells. You know these cells of people that are asleep. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You know these cells of people that are asleep. what do you think they're planning? Do you think they're happy with these mass protests outside hotels? Do you think they're happy with that, or do you think they're planning something? Guys, listen, there's a lot of, look, guys, and there are bad people all over the world. There are bad people all over the world. We don't know who these people are coming into our country. So I would say, in fact, I'm not saying anything. I'm asking a question. I can't get blocked or banned for asking a question, can I? So I'm going to ask this question, guys. Do you, and put this in the chat, guys, do you think that somewhere in the United Kingdom there are people planning events? You guys know what I'm talking about. Do you think people are sat in hotels, sat in houses somewhere, planning stuff, and they're just waiting to put this in action, guys? All right. I do believe, that there's a real threat likelihood now, guys. Okay, the hotels right now the hotels right now. Excuse me. The hotels right. I'm still angry about this guy on YouTube, guys. I'm still angry about this guy on YouTube. Like, he's really annoyed me. He's really annoyed me. I kind of wish I hadn't blocked. Can I unblock him? Oh, I can't. I'm kind of annoyed with this, guys. I wanted him to come on the live stream. I did. I wanted. Oh, he's back. He's back. All right, hang on. He's back. Right, he's back, but he's being polite now. He's back, but he's being polite. All right, I don't know. I'm trying to keep my emotions in check, guys. Trying to keep my emotions in check. What I'm getting at here is, guys, there's a lot of information now pointing towards a potential strike at, and I do think schools are the most likely. I do think schools are the most likely strike point. Unfortunately, and guys, look, we have kids. You know, we have kids. They go to school. We have, we have situation now where schools are actually warning their children not to go near the migrants on the way home. Like, just say that to yourselves, guys. All right, say that to yourselves. School kids are being warned not to go near migrants on the way home. How is that even a thing, guys? How is that even a thing? Right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we are on. I guess we're on, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we're on. Can you do me a real big favor, guys? Like, comment, subscribe, share the live. We're triple streaming. We are on TikTok. We are on YouTube. And we are on X. Right, guys, this guy over on YouTube, he's getting me really, really riled up here, guys. Okay. Right. Stephen, what do you want, Stephen? What do you want, mate? What do you want? I'm happy for you to come on the live stream, but you don't want to do that. You just want to sit there with your little keyboard. Stephen is saying, I've not changed my tone at all. Okay, fine, Stephen. You've not changed your tone at all. All right. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want me to say sorry? Okay, sorry. Are you happy with that now? What do you want? What do you want, Stephen? What do you want me to say? What can I do to make you happy, Stephen? Let's just wait for Stephen to respond. Stephen, what can I do to make you happy? Stephen's saying this is just boring, all false, all a bit racist. So what you're saying, Stephen, what you're saying is people worried about their children's racist. Is that what you're saying, Stephen? So Stephen's saying over on YouTube, Stephen's saying that if you're worried about the safety of your children, you're a racist. It reminds me of that song, we oil the jaws of the war machine and feed it with our babies. What do you want, Stephen? Tell me what you want, buddy, and I'll make it happen. Come on, Stephen. Tell me what you want. What do you want? Do you want some money? Do you want me to send you some money? Do you want some money in the post? Do you want a new car? What do you want, Stephen, on YouTube? Come on, Stephen. Tell me what you want, Stephen. Listen, Stephen, I'm asking, you can come on the live stream and I'll debate with you in real time. Where have you gone, Stephen? Oh, he's put a letter. I just want people to grow up and stop falling for the tired old divide and rule nonsense. The elites are playing you. You've been well manipulated by them, totally programmed. Oh, Stephen. Oh, right, Stephen. I think, Stephen, you were on one last night. Maybe you were in one of them kitchen parties and you've not gone to bed yet. Stephen, I think you need to get a job. Maybe cut your hair, have a shave, like, you know, just be part of society, all right? There's nothing, I'm not even going there. Stephen, come on my live stream, Stephen. Come on my live stream. Or tell me where you are. Tell me where we are. We'll have this debate in real time. Stephen, you're not smart enough. You're not big enough. You're not clever enough. I'm going to block you now, Stephen, because, you know, that is it. That's it. I'm going to ban. You're banned. You're banned. You're gone. You're gone, Stephen. You're gone. Look, guys, I will let anyone. I'll let anyone. If anybody wants to debate me, I am more than happy to debate in real time, guys. You can debate me in real time. I really feel... I'm really annoyed that I've had to block someone. I'll let anyone come and debate me, guys, in real time. What really annoys me, all right, is when people spout stuff that they don't know what they're talking about and they do it on their little keyboard stuff. On my little keyboard. Oh, I'm just going to spout this on my keyboard. And they say things and they just bring them out of context and they're not relevant, but in their head, they think they're relevant. You know, it's just crazy, guys. It's crazy. Anyway, look, guys, I'm happy for anybody who wants to debate me in real time. I welcome it. I do, guys. I welcome it. But just be aware, guys. I get up pretty early in the morning. I do. I get up pretty early in the morning, and you're gonna have to get up earlier than me to outsmart me. There's another bird on the roof, guys. Give me a second. I've lost my stick. I've lost my stick. Anyway, guys, we are back. Right, Google it is saying Lucy Connolly to be released today. Oh, that's interesting. Let me I'm not. Oh, yeah, 1 hour ago, Lucy Connolly to be freed from prison today after hate speech jail term. What do we think, guys? What do we think? Excuse me. So, what do we think, guys? When we do let's do a side-by-side comparison. Let's do a side-by-side comparison of Lucy Connolly and Ricky Jones. Unbelievable. Like it doesn't. All this has done for me is absolutely lost my faith in the British system, guys. It has. I've absolutely lost any faith in the British system. Now, you've got to understand the context behind this, all right? Lucy Connolly did a tweet, and the crux of that tweet was, "You can do something for all I care." And she got 2 years and 7 months in jail. Now, I believe they're releasing her early because I know it's not 2 years, 7 months. Lucy Connolly freed from prison. Oh, she's freed. Oh, she's out. I think. I don't know. I think she's out. I suppose while we've been talking about this, I suppose more media's come out on this. Lucy Connolly freed from prison after hate tweet jail term. The former childminder from Northampton was ordered to serve 40% of her sentence. All right, yeah, so 40% of her sentence. Unbelievable, guys. Absolutely unbelievable. Lucy Connolly, who was jailed for stirring up racial hatred against asylum seekers online the day of the Southport. You guys know what happened in Southport, right? I honestly, guys, like, we've seen nothing yet. We have seen nothing yet. Oh, here it is. What she said. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna. Right. Give me a second. Right. So I'm gonna read what the tweet was. I'm gonna read what the tweet was, guys. Okay. She was handed a 31-month sentence in October after she posted on X. This is what she posted now, guys, and I'm reading this from the Independent. All right, this is not my opinion. I don't want to get in the gulag. I'm just saying what Lucy Connolly said, but context everything. mass deportations now. And then she said, do something to the hotels for all I care. If that makes me racist, so be it. I mean, now they're saying that, and again, I know she's out now, guys. I know she's out. But they're saying that she was inciting violence. Now, to incite something, you need to look, guys. As far as I'm concerned, if I was, and I've given you guys this analogy before. If I was to incite a barbecue at my house, and I said, come to my barbecue for all I care. Okay, when? Where is it? What time? What should I bring? It's kind of not like I don't see how that is inciting people to do something. Now, if I said, I live at 10 Downing Street. I want everybody to come to my barbecue at 2 o'clock on Thursday. Bring a bottle and some burgers. That would be inciting people to come to my barbecue. I don't know, guys. But then you've just got to look at this, and you've got to contextualize this with Ricky Jones, guys. With Ricky Jones, where he said, I mean, he actually said, we need to cut their. You guys know what he said. But Ricky Jones, Ricky Jones is he's a member of local. He's a local councillor. Unbelievable, guys! Absolutely unbelievable, and he never saw the inside of a prison cell. Absolutely unbelievable. Right, guys, there's some breaking news. It does look like, as I understand it, it does look like she's out. It does look like she's out, guys. Let me try and find some more about this. Lucy Conley. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to see if actually Lucy Conley's out and she's done any media appearances yet. You would think she would be straight on the camera. 17 minutes ago, Telegraph, Lucy Conley released from prison. Lucy Conley has been released from jail after being handed what is believed the longest prison sentence for a single social media post. Wow. So Lucy Conley has had the longest prison serve. Guys, look, I don't know. Listen, guys, how do we feel about that? How do you feel knowing that your tweet, how do you feel knowing that one of your tweets or something you write, you can imagine, right? I mean, my mum does it all the time. You can imagine if you're sat at home, you've had a couple of bottles of wine, and you text and you put something on your, like, I don't know, like on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, you put something online. That could get, you see where I'm going, right? You see where I'm going. It's unbelievable. So Lucy Conley has been released from jail after being handed what is believed to be the longest ever prison sentence for a single social media post. Viva la Britain! Viva la Britain! Isn't that fantastic? I mean, look, guys, I guess we can be proud of something. We've got the lot. We all thought that Russia put people in jail for social media posts. No way, Barb. It's the United Kingdom. Right, guys, I'm totally coming off topic here. Right, guys, I want to jump back, okay? I want to jump back to what we were starting on, okay? I believe there's a clear and credible threat to the United Kingdom right now. Listen, guys, I'll jump up and get all your comments in a minute, guys. Okay? Mass casualties. The government are now planning for a mass casualty event, guys. All right. This post, it's all over YouTube. It's not YouTube, sorry. It's all over X, guys. The government, the Home Office this week are awarding contracts over £1 million to prepare for a mass casualty event. And they want to have the capacity to store 700 bodies. That's a lot of people, guys. That is a lot of people. So what we've got to think about there is, you know, these mass events. So maybe this rally on the 13th of September, football games, concerts. All these things are now clearly identifiable targets. Wherever you get the masses of people, they are now target areas. They are now strike areas, guys. They are. Unfortunately, that's the new world we're living in. Schools, unfortunately, they are, guys. You know, they are. You know, and whatever we don't address the real problem, whatever we pussyfoot around and pretend that, like, I saw, like, who was it? I want to say it was Keir Starmer. I think it was Keir Starmer. Not Keir Starmer, Sadiq Khan. So I think Sadiq Khan, was it Sadiq Khan? I can't remember who it was. It might have been that Narendra. He's back. I think this is a magpie. I think it's a magpie. Yeah, so I think it was Sadiq Khan who I was watching, and Sadiq Khan was talking about the rise in attacks against women. You guys know what I'm talking about, you know, the rise in attacks against women, and he was saying, no, it's got nothing to do with race, color, or creed. He said it's got everything to do with men, because everyone who attacks a woman is a man. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. You know what he's, but like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Proportionality, you know, proportionally, there's no question in it, guys. There's absolutely no question in it. You know, it's crazy. Sharon Owen is saying magpies are really intelligent. Oh, they're brutal. Magpies are brutal. They released her knowing they're not guilty. Hang on, there's so many comments, guys. Right, let me jump up because I will get all your comments. Dr. Youssef has shared me loads of times. Thank you so much, Dr. Youssef. Sharon Owen is saying, if I was Lucy, I'd pack up and leave for America. Yeah, I hope she does, guys. I hope she does. I hope there's some Americans out there with a big bag of cash for Lucy, and they're like, listen, Lucy, get yourself over. We got you. We got you. Come and join our movement. And I hope she's speaking at like a Donald Trump rally or something in the near future. Hang on. Gemini Blessing is saying something is going to happen and the government know it. Yeah, I believe so as well. I really do believe so as well. Samantha Owen has sent me a message with the post about the schools, the attack in the UK. Look, guys, when you reach critical mass, I do believe there's a credible threat now to schools, ladies and gentlemen. I do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope people like Stephen can come and say, Sean, you said there was a threat to schools and there wasn't. Guys, look, we've got kids. I know a lot of you people have got kids as well. I hope I'm wrong. 100% I hope I'm wrong, guys, okay? Unfortunately, that's just the way we're heading at this moment, guys, all right? The government are planning for mass casualties, storage of 700 bodies. We have got threats to schools. We have got schools telling children not to go near migrants on the way home. Just say that to yourselves, guys. Is that real? Candy Rocks is saying poll. What do we do? Oh, right, yeah. Well, I don't know how to do a poll. Guys, does anybody know how to do a poll? Google is saying Ukraine is ready for any format talks but won't accept ultimatums or blackmail. Look, guys, there is no way no way that there can be a ceasefire in Ukraine at the moment, guys. All right. The ground does not dictate it. The ground will not let it happen. Daniel Payne saying good morning. Daniel Payne is also saying, yes, she's going to do a podcast. Oh, so she's doing her own podcast, like the Lucy Conley show. Good luck to her, guys. Good luck to her. I hope everybody shows her support. She says she will fuel the fire. CC Outdoors is saying, according to GB News, she will be released today. I don't know if she's actually out, guys. I don't know if Lucy Conley is actually out. Some mainstream media outlets are reporting she's been released. I can't see any interviews. I would expect that as soon as she's out, there's going to be cameras on her and everything. Right, I'm just jumping down, guys, and get these comments. Yeah, we've done that one. Daniel Payne is saying, I have my flag flying high. Rachel Samantha, Sean, I sent you a message about the post about the credible threat to schools. Go take a look. Rachel Samantha, I think I'm going to have to do an actual live stream. I've not got through half of the stuff I wanted to get through this morning, guys. Not even half of it. That guy on YouTube really wound me up. Rachel Samantha is saying, surely it would need to be prepared for thousands, not hundreds. So what we're talking about here, Rachel Samantha, is the additional capacity. Don't forget the hospitals, all hospitals have body storage capacity. What we're talking about now is extra capacity. So what we're talking about is if all the hospitals are overwhelmed, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So we're talking about mass casualties now, mass event whereby all the hospitals are overwhelmed and we need more body storage. We need more and the government need more body storage, I guess. Right, guys, listen. I've totally waffled on things I shouldn't have. I think I've come off the cusp a little bit. I want to jump back on track, ladies and gentlemen. I will close this down on TikTok in a minute, and then I will be over on YouTube for a little bit, guys, and then we'll close that down now. I think I'm going to have to do 3 live streams today, guys. I think I'm going to have to do triple live streaming today. I think I am. Look. The crux of this video, guys, is I believe there's a credible threat now. I believe we're in a critical scenario in the United Kingdom. We have got so many data points pointing to it right now. Right now, the hotels are vulnerable areas, guys, okay? Kids are off school, mums and dads are not working. We are in the summer holidays. So naturally, people do have the capacity to gravitate towards these hotels. When the kids go back to school, those schools are going to be left ridiculously vulnerable, guys. Those schools are vulnerable areas. And all it's going to take is some bad guy to do some bad things. And that's what I'm saying, guys, right? There's a lot of people talking about it. There's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of people warning about this. And I've had to take a step back on this, guys, and look into this and think, right, okay, if I was a bad guy, and I'm certainly not, if I was a bad guy, am I going to do it? Am I going to do my event when it's going to have when I'm going to have the maximum chance of being stopped? No, of course not. I'm going to wait until everybody's back at work. Everybody's back at look, guys, and I hope I'm wrong. I genuinely do. I promise you. I hope I'm wrong. I hope all those, I hope the trolls are calling me out and saying, Sean, you said there was a threat on schools. You said there was going to be a mass incident on its way. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we get to winter and, and I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I was wrong. I genuinely am, guys. Okay. I've never done a live stream and talked about what happened in Southport. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not. I've never done a live stream on that. I've never done a video and talked specifically about what happened. It triggers me, guys. I go crackers. So I can't talk about certain things, and I do hope I'm wrong in this, guys. I really do. But look, I've got to be clear. I believe there is we're in a critical danger at the moment because there's been no pushback from these protests at migrant hotels. Do we think that the people that are sleeping inside cells in this country, I've got to be careful with my wording, Do we think they're sat there thinking, oh yeah, we're happy about this, yeah, this is fine? Or do we think they're sitting there watching all this stuff, getting angry and waiting for people to go back to work, waiting for people to go back to school, waiting for the summer holidays to end, and then they're going to hatch their dastardly plan? I think it's the latter, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's the latter. Daniel Payne is saying, so what are you suggesting, Raven? I'm suggesting that I believe there's a credible threat to schools in the United Kingdom, guys. I do. I believe there's a credible threat to schools in the United Kingdom. That's what I'm suggesting. Daniel Payne is saying we lost 30 kids from the school to home. We lost, Daniel Payne, what does that mean? We lost 30 kids from the school to home, Ed? I don't know what that means. 30 children from your school went missing. I don't know if Daniel Payne's still in, or if that comment got, or if his next comment got restricted. I don't know. Daniel Payne, listen, Daniel Payne, if you're still in, can you jump over to? If you're still in, Daniel Payne, can you jump over to YouTube? If you're still in, can you jump over to YouTube? Because I want to continue what you're talking about. Right, guys, listen, I'm going to close this down now. We're going to close this down now. I'm going to be over on YouTube where I can talk a little bit more openly. I can talk a little bit more freely. And Daniel Payne, certainly, can you jump over there as well? Because I want to continue what you were saying. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to be doing 2 more live streams today, I think, or maybe just one big one later on. I don't know. But guys, listen, that's me for the morning. There is, I believe, a critical threat to the United Kingdom now. And I think the most likely point on this is schools. They are ridiculously vulnerable, guys. And even saying that, it's like kind of triggering me. Right, guys, I'm going to turn this off now. I'll be over on YouTube. Please go and show your support over there. And if not, I'll see you later. And we are off. We are off the YouTubes. No, we're not off the YouTubes. We are off the TikTok. So I can talk a little bit more freely, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what the actual thing really says. I have to be careful with my wording when I'm on. I have to be real careful with the wording when I'm on. When I'm on TikTok, because the algorithm just destroys me, guys. The algorithm just destroys me. So this tender that's been put out by the government, I'll read you what it says, guys, okay? Mass fatality. That's what the governments are planning for. When I was on TikTok, I was saying mass casualty. It's not. The government are actually planning for a mass fatality incident. Just say that to yourselves, guys. The British government are planning for a mass fatality incident that would overwhelm our hospitals. What are we talking about here, guys? We're talking about like a long-range nuclear missile. Like, what are we talking about? I don't know. But what I want to do is I just want to like give you all this information now and like connect these dots. So there's the dots and there's the real, and again, you've got to take everything with a pinch of salt, guys. Take everything with a pinch of salt. But when there's this critical mass of information, which for me, this was the final straw. So there, let me just try and get this. Let me try and get this up. So hang on, let me try and get this up. Huh. Oh, I've spelled it wrong. Right, so just going to give you this, guys. I'm just going to read this, okay? So we've got security lockdowns at schools, haven't we? Like all the schools now are planning for these mass lockdowns. We have got these, there's lots of people sharing information online. And again, I don't know how credible this information is that's going around online, but lots of people are talking about threats to primary schools where children are going to have. I don't even want to say what I've been reading, guys. I will just trigger myself, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So I do believe, guys, I really do. I think there's a threat to primary schools. I think there's a threat to all schools. And what we're seeing now is, oh, hang on, there's a video here of a teacher chasing off a migrant. Give me a second.
Oh, wait, it's a school. From the primary school. I beg your pardon. This is a primary school. Oh, wait, it's a school. When winter's open. Oh, wait. Right now, or I will call the police.
ये लोग के स्कूल वालों को इंटरनेशनल कर रहे हैं, ठीक है?
So I'm just watching a video here, guys, and there's a teacher. The caption says, "Teacher chases off migrant outside a primary school." Like, what is it, guys? What is it? Can somebody tell me? Is it? I mean, I know. I don't think it's normal. For me, I don't think it's normal. Is it normal Is it normal in that culture for men at home time to go and stand outside primary schools? Is that like a thing? Is that what they do in the Middle East? I've never seen that in the Middle East. I don't know. Is it normal? Why are they doing this? It's just crazy, guys. It's just crazy. But there's lots of videos going around, guys. There's lots of people posting pictures of letters that they've been given from their school, whereby the schools are being trained how to deal with lockdowns. And that isn't where you want to take your kids, is it? That's not the place where you want to take your kids. And like, I do believe, guys, honestly, I do believe there is a real threat now to schools in the UK. They're a very vulnerable point. They're a very vulnerable strike point. And like these hotels, everybody knows where they are. Everybody knows where primary schools are. I mean, there's a look, guys. As far as I'm concerned, there's a special. As far as I'm concerned, there is a special place reserved in hell for you. If you're one of these people and you go and attack a primary school, there is, guys. I believe there's a special place in hell reserved for you. Nevertheless, I do think that threat is credible, guys. I do. I think that threat is credible. There's so many data points pointing to it. Female perspective. Hello, female perspective. Is saying, yeah, the problem is I don't know who to trust anymore because the government, I don't really know what reality is. Things are changing every day. Sids is saying it ain't normal. They are fooked in the head. It's just crazy, isn't it? Like I don't know. Like I'm trying. When I see something, when I see something happen, I try and put myself in the shoes of both sides. I always do. Sarah gets angry at me for doing it. I always try to say, right, all right, let's just calm down a minute, right? Everybody calm down, right? Put yourself in their perspective. Try and take a step back and look at their perspective. I can't. I don't know what goes through. I don't know. Honestly, I feel awkward. If you're if you're out somewhere and you just happen to be walking past the school at that time. It's maybe happened to me twice in my entire life. Never where I live. Once I was walking, I ended up walking past the school in London as all the kids were coming out, and I felt awkward. I was like, oh God, I don't get me across the street. I don't want to be walking with little kids and stuff. It's awkward. I'm socially uncomfortable anyway. So to go there and actively wait outside, I don't know, guys. It just does not seem normal to me. Stu Hatch is saying, the housing association I work for regularly send out warnings and CCTV footage of areas with youngsters on bikes with machetes. Rachel McClelland is saying, Sean, why would the government be warning us of a mass incident? They're not. Surely it would make sense to do it without warning as it creates more chaos. Yeah. So, Rachel, the government are not warning anybody about a mass incident. I'm warning you guys about a mass incident. What I'm saying is the government are preparing for a mass incident. And in fact, I can share this actually. Give me a second, guys. I'll share this with you. In fact, what am I doing? Got it. Give me a second, guys. I'm just opening X up and then I'll share this with you. Give me a sec. Right, I've got it up, guys. Give me a second. I'll share it with you. I will share this with you. Take that off rather. Share screen. There we are. So this is what I'm talking about here, guys. So this is the government putting out a tender so they can, well, just read it there, guys. Mass fatality resilience capability. So if you look down here, guys, the government are the Home Office. Oh, I'll read that bit there. Well, I can't. No, it's not text. It's a screenshot. So this is from the government website. Then they're planning on having to deal with a mass fatality incident where we'll just read this bit here, guys. Resulting in a large number of fatalities which could overwhelm existing body storage. This is unbelievable, guys. Okay, so if you think about, let's think about the numbers then. Because I think it was Rachel Samantha who said, what about, shouldn't they be planning for thousands, not hundreds? Well, I don't know how many, I don't know how much body storage capacity that the government have already, but what that is saying is that that's overwhelmed. If you take statistics from Afghanistan, statistics from Iraq and Afghanistan, for every one person that is a fatality, you get 7 people in combat, I guess. And it's the only, look, guys, these are the only statistics I can work with because I don't know any others. I don't even think they're out there. In these incidents in combat, what statistically, for every one person that has that is a fatality, you get 7 that have life-changing injuries. So now you can start to see the amount of casualties that they're actually planning for. Again, guys, look, this may just be part of a contingency. It may just be part of a contingency. But you can imagine how big, you can imagine how big that this incident would have to be for the existing body storage to be overwhelmed. It's unbelievable, guys. It's unbelievable. P is saying probably September the 13th event in London. Guys, look, I genuinely hope this is not true. Maybe I'm being too cautious. Maybe I'm thinking worst case scenario, and I'm just thinking I believe that there is a credible threat now to schools. Salman Woodland is saying all the time the girlfriend had planned for it. What does that mean? Salman Woodland, what does that mean? All the time the girlfriend had planned for it. Did you comment before? Got it wrong, John. Nothing don't happen. That's not no. Right. Okay. Salman Woodland. Salman Woodland. Can you give more context? I think I'm missing. I think I'm not understanding your point there. Mama Bear is saying, is this all for digital ID? Get to breaking point and tell us. Yeah, you know what, guys? Look, it does feel like we're real close to breaking point. Slim is saying a bowl of hot soup and a cup of tea could be the highlight of your day. Plan for it. Yeah, I think that's like, is that what you get in prison? I don't know. Right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, guys, I'm going to close this down now on YouTube. The crux of this video is as such that I believe the schools in the United Kingdom are a target. I believe people are planning an attack on schools. There's lots of data points pointing towards this right now. The government are planning for a mass fatality event that would overwhelm existing body storage. That's not me making it up, guys. I'm not making that up. That is literally on the government website now. So listen, guys, I'm going to try and do another 2 live streams today, or maybe 1 big live stream later on. I'm going to go now, and you guys all be safe and be vigilant.